volume, wake the crowd. F'nAround, stop the day. Rats and raves, we got something to say.
Welcome back to F'nAround in the Morning. This is Monday, December 9th on WURE FM Global, and I'm here as Joey.
What's up, everybody? It's JJ from 312 All, man. Good morning, and excuse me, I'm kind of sick. I'm working this throat thing right now. It's fucking killing me, but bear with me a little bit today. I'm all good, though.
No, you should just keep staying sick. I mean, you got that little radio voice going, got a little deeper things going on.
It makes it a little bit more raspier, huh?
Yeah, just a little raspy for the radio. You know that.
Just a little raspy for the radio.
It's the voice for the ladies, right?
Yes, it is. Yes, it is.
Wasn't
but
that
there's only one woman for me, my wife?
Oh, I know. But do you remember that? Was it a cartoon or a show back in the day where she kept getting him sick? Was it Family Guy where Lois kept keeping Peter sick because she liked his voice?
Yeah, she kept getting him sick because it made his voice better.
Yep. She was more attracted to him with the voice.
Yeah. Yeah, but so how was your weekend, man? Fucking, we had a lot of shit going on this week.
Oh, we had a lot of shit going on. But I started off Friday, so we did that. Set up the boxing ring over there, BVL Boxing Solutions. So I was out there with Joey.
How'd that come out?
It was actually hilarious. They sent two 10-foot long pallets, right, on a truck with a lift. Both pallets were too big to get off the lift. So picture this: we don't have a forklift. We don't have a way to get it off the lift. Every time we try to adjust it, we're trying to bring it down. It's just kind of slide in, and you're putting together a whole boxing ring. So, it's not just, the pads and the poles. You got the metal frames, and you got everything set up.
Everything.
Everything. As well as 4 setups for heavy bags, like the giant metal setup structures for the heavy bags. So we had a group of guys out there, and we all got in, and we got together, and we basically unloaded the pallets piece by piece off the truck because it was the one driver who came to deliver it with no way to get it off. So they got it all up and going. It looks beautiful, and you can feel free to go check out BVL Boxing Solutions on Instagram to see the progress. But, I mean, it was a hell of a fun project trying to get all these guys together.
He's got a nice operation he's running over there, man.
He'll be launching in January, so he'll be up and running in January.
Soft opens January 1st, and I believe hard opens the 11th.
Soft opening the 2nd on the birthday.
2nd on the birthday, yep, and then hard opening on the 11th, I believe he was telling me.
I believe right around there as well. I don't remember the hard opening, but it's kind of hard to forget the soft opening, right?
Yeah,
but I mean,
that's Brian's birthday, man. Rest in peace to our boy.
Rest in peace to him. But it was interesting to do it. First time myself doing that, and it was kind of funny, like seeing people you haven't seen, since March, obviously. But a lot of people got together to help and put it together. I mean, Joey got his hands dirty. It was nice to see the family. So it was a nice little time getting together.
Yeah, I don't know. We don't know any definites yet, right? But right now we got something in the works with Stunt in the gym. It just so happened to be like a universe thing. I don't fucking know. But the same day that Stunt and me were talking, Stunt was talking about how he wanted to do something more, right? And, he loves that workout shit. And Carter's in martial arts now, his son. So we were just sitting there bullshitting. And then Joey just so happened to ask me, like, hey, man, if you ever got anybody that's, wants to get involved, we would love it. And I'm sitting there, I'm like, why the fuck wouldn't Stunt want to do it? So, right now we're working on it. It's not anything definite, but everybody just stay tuned because it looks like Stunt might be involved a little bit more than anybody else. Like, he might get more in tune with the gym, I should say.
Basically he's saying, ladies, if you're listening to the show, you should sign up for some classes and learn how to move and groove and get your fight on with Stunt.
Yep. That's where Stunt will be, everybody.
Is that what you're trying to say? But I just got to blunt it out for you, right?
Yeah.
But I mean, other than that, it's been a busy week and weekend across the board. I mean, did you see the article with Snoop Dogg?
No, I didn't.
Oh, I tagged you in that. I thought you'd see it.
Dude, listen, after filming, bro, I'm not even going to lie to you. I probably got like 15 or 20 LinkedIn notifications.
No worries.
I filmed yesterday, I just came home and laid down.
Oh, I can't wait to get into hearing all about that. But Snoop Dogg's releasing SWED.com, SWED.com. Just check it out. But it's a THCA company to ship weed everywhere in the U.S. that it's allowed.
Really?
Yes, Snoop Dogg. So I was very curious, and I want your opinion on this one. How is the big cannon going to react? He's not a small-time entrepreneur. He's not a little guy you can boss around. This is Snoop Dogg. Like, what are you going to do? Come for him?
Snoop Dogg's like the definition of cannon.
Exactly. So you're going to attack the godfather of Canada. The only one bigger than him is probably Cheech Chong and Willie Nelson. Like when it comes
Yeah,
to
and
brand.
actually that might be quite debatable.
Yeah.
That might be quite debatable among certain circles,
So,
let's say,
yeah,
right?
among certain
Yeah.
circles, yes, it is debatable. I'm talking about who's been around it longer as the icon of it. I view like maybe Snoop Dogg's probably bigger now.
Willie Nelson for sure.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Willie Nelson, Cheech and Chong they started first as the icons of it. Is what I'm saying. That's why I'm bigger in longevity to the industry. Let's say.
Well, also, so Snoop Dogg has been trying to dibble and dabble in this space.
Yeah.
For quite some time. He's had strains, he's had genetics done for him and shit like that, right? But even with Cheech and Chong, so Cheech and Chong and Willie Nelson are also relevantly new to the business end of that space, right?
Wait. Well, let's also say we got to throw up the Blues Brothers because you do have Yes, you have to give respect to them. They're in there too because they are in the market. They do have some strains. They do have some products. They do that as well.
I believe Belushi's strains is one of the top ranked. Belushi's company, let's say, because he has multiple strains.
Yeah.
But I believe that Belushi's company is actually one of the top ranking companies in that space.
Yeah, I would not doubt it at all. I mean, they're great. Everyone loves them. They're expanding quickly. I mean, actually, I was just talking to their Oregon facility on Twitter the other day, and they followed me back. So, I mean, you got to give respect to the Belushi farms and what's going on, and the fact that Aykroyd stepped up and he's there to help.
Hold on one second. I had a text come in. Sorry, but no, definitely agree.
Yeah, but it's funny. I wanted your opinion because I did tag you in it. And I know you've been busy with the filming, which as I said, can't wait to get into. But Georgia is on one of the states outlawed that Snoop won't send it to.
Well, that's because they're fucking stupid over here, dude.
I agree.
I was just hollering at my boy Gavin at Bear Smoke, dude. Bear Smoke shop down the street from my crib. They got two beautiful, gorgeous fucking head shops, bro. My boy's like, man, all this stuff's got to come off the shelf. For Georgia, they've only got 20-something days left. And then they've got to take all THCA products off the shelves, right? So I don't see how Georgia benefits from anything that they're doing.
I have a great idea. I mean, you could tell your boy and you see what he thinks, but this is a great idea. Why don't you ask him for all the product he can't sell or remove that he uses as a sponsor, F'nAround in the Morning and F'nAround podcast? He gives it all to you to ship to me, and we put his head shop down as a sponsor.
Yeah, I could talk to Gavin.
I mean, just make sure it ships out of Georgia before the end of the year.
Yeah, I'm with that.
I know you are.
Yeah, I'm with that. I'll talk to Gavin for sure.
I just thought it was a great idea. Why not? I mean, we're supporting local. We're shopping local. You're local. I mean, we probably got some local listeners down there as well as national. I mean, I don't know if you saw, but I was tweeting at Pritzker the other day about the fact, I love the fact that we got people in South Korea tuning in and listening to our podcast about fraud and corruption. Yet Pritzker's turning a blind eye to it.
Yeah. I mean, well, at least he's trying to act like he's turning a blind eye to it. I almost guarantee he's not turning a blind eye to anything, that fat fuck.
He's trying to turn you, man.
During dinner time, that's the only time you're going to lose him. He's only not going to pay attention during a meal. You ain't going to fuck up his fork pattern.
He's doing whatever he wants. I saw somebody the other day ripping him apart because all he does is keeps talking about women's reproductive rights, and I get that's important, and it's an important issue. But he keeps harping on it all the time, so women are starting to get mad that he keeps mentioning it every couple days.
Well, listen, that guy's grasping for something to like him, for somebody to give the people something to like him for. Because let's be realistic, he jumped into the game, dude, and he hasn't done a thing that people thoroughly enjoy unless they're part of his party. You know what I'm saying? So the money, unless they're expecting something for all the money that they've donated to his campaigns and his shit, those are the only people that support him in that state, dude. Nobody likes Pritzker. Nobody.
No, I couldn't have said it better. I mean, he seems to be burying himself.
I miss good old Rod, dude.
I think we all do. Now he's a musician. Maybe he needs some representation. Did you know he's a musician?
Yo, Rod, if you're listening to this, you're talking to the greatest white boy in the game. So, Slide, I got you. I'll fuck with you.
Yeah, he was doing music. He was doing Street Fest all summer. He was actually performing at Street Fest, and some of those.
Man, good for him, dude.
Oh, I know.
Good
Great for him.
You know what's fucking shitty, man? that guy, listen, everybody did wrong, right? I'm not saying he didn't do anything wrong, but what about all the other people though? So Rod Blagojevich gets fucking crucified for doing the same thing that other people are doing, except he just got caught.
I mean, I say it all the time. It all depends on your position and what's going on. They're always going to need a scapegoat, and they need someone to go down. But the problem is, it's who's talking and who's paying more to not go down, I think.
Yeah.
You get it, I get it. I mean, everything's changing. I mean, what about that shit you sent me? Was it last night or this morning about Massachusetts?
Oh, the Verano shit, huh?
Yeah, the Verano stuff. That's interesting, right?
Hey, it's kind of makes you think what happened over there.
Right. I mean, imagine this. I mean, they needed Massachusetts, don't forget, to go do their IPO and go public because they had to hit a certain amount of states. The amount of states showed their potential and what their growth was able to be. So having that control, that ownership was worthwhile for an IPO and a larger thing. It increased their stock, made them worthwhile, and probably allowed them to unload a couple there. But now a couple years later, when the market's changing and we're looking for what? Rescheduling and changing how things are going, they're going to unload an investment that they put over 30 million into. But I think
it was 31 or something.
Right.
Like that,
but
yeah.
The article you sent me, did it say it was closing or they were walking away from it? It didn't say a sale. It didn't say they're transferring. It didn't say it just looked like they were closing down. Why would you spend that much money and close down? I mean, yeah, they could be selling it later, but isn't it easier to do a sale if you're still up operating and producing?
Yeah, because the numbers are there. You still got revenue, still got profit, still got everything. So a sale's a little bit easier to pull off when you stay open. But actually, maybe if we talk enough shit, maybe one of them fucking ass clowns over at Verano will get on this son of a bitch. I'm still waiting. I'm still waiting for one of these guys to call and give us a solid debate, a healthy debate, I should say. I want to be respectful.
Right. I mean, I'll even put the duct tape. I'll even put the duct tape back on if you don't want my opinion.
No, we got to get your opinion.
I know we do. Well, but I was dying. I'm like, that's an interesting timing with what's going on. It makes you wonder what's going on in the back end or what inside information they have now.
It makes you wonder what happened at that yacht party.
Well, it hasn't happened yet. That yacht party is coming up this Friday.
Ooh.
Yeah, I'm curious what's going to go on. I bet you are.
Yeah, I'm definitely curious. I'll be a busboy. You guys need somebody to serve drinks?
You want my invite? I'm not even going to click the link.
Yeah, I just got to go get one of them cool little tuxedos so I can act like I'm a waiter or a butler or something, and I'll walk up on that bitch.
Just wear some suits on the bottom and a party up top. Jump right in the water with the champagne.
Yo, get the T-shirt.
Yep.
The T-shirt that has the suit on it, and just see if I pull it walking in.
Oh, that shit was the best back in the day growing up, wasn't it?
Sorry.
No worries. Oh,
my fucking throat, dude. I don't know what the fuck it is. I was fine. I came home, I'm fucking dying.
Well, maybe you talk too much.
Definitely did that.
Oh, so you want to get into it, or you want to wait a little while before we get into that?
We'll jump into that a little bit more at the end. I'm kind of curious. I got a lot of things that I want to unpack about this Verano stuff. I know you guys got a lot coming up. I know you and Mike and Mo got a lot coming up over.
Yeah,
over there.
Big ZA drops Monday. I mean, it aired on Thursday over here at WURE, but it drops on all streaming platforms today, later.
Nice.
So everyone can go listen to it if you missed it. And then the second part of it will once again be dropping this week. So we're very excited to see what you guys think and how that's going. We do got a nice little waiting list for people trying to get in, but obviously, we're happy to squeeze you in. If it's something not in cannabis and you want to jump in, or if you want a quick little thing, shoot up James over here. I mean, we'll grab you in and bring you in over here to talk about stuff. We're all about, doesn't matter where it's the podcast and you want to do a round robin, or you want to just say hi for 5 to 15 minutes, we'll find a way to squeeze you in one place or another, won't we?
Yeah, we most definitely will. We're going to start. I've been talking to WURE and Tink, and I think we're going to start kicking off some artist interviews here soon too, so we can integrate that into the situation.
Yeah.
We'd like to get some more. We'd like to get some more people involved, and you don't need to be an artist either. I mean, we got a lot that we don't mind unpacking over here. Just because I'm mostly in music and Joey's mostly on the corporate end of stuff over what he's got going on. I mean, give us a buzz. Let's see what's going on, and maybe we'll jump up on here.
Oh, absolutely. And by the way, if you wear a hoodie and you got a backpack full of Monopoly money, you're on my target list for my number one person I want to interview. Just saying.
Oh, for sure. Yo, yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
above everybody else, you are at the top of my list for people I want to interview.
Hey, listen, we know how to conceal locations and shit. Slide, we got you.
Oh, it's all good, man. We'll have a lovely conversation. I mean,
Oh my God, yeah, yo, listen, that's fucking crazy, bro.
right?
That guy's basically spitting in the fucking police's face.
And not only that they're in, it's going on, and everybody's like, I didn't see nothing. I'm blind. I didn't hear nothing. Nobody's talking.
Nobody, of course not. Listen, this guy used a silencer. When's the last time you heard of something in the news that had a silencer
In
involved?
broad daylight, like not, you know what I mean, at night, but in the middle of like the open area. It's not like he hit him in, yeah, that's what I mean.
Just
Like,
hit him right there. Listen,
right there. No one stopped him. No one said a word. Like, they just let him go.
Yeah, I wouldn't have said a word. That guy's got a silencer. He knows what the fuck he's doing.
Oh, absolutely. Have you been watching
imagine,
these?
you've seen the movie Taken, right?
Yes, absolutely.
Just imagine being chased down by a guy like him. Fuck that. Nope. Them guys know what they're doing, and they kill you fucking crazy style. There's no, like, they're shooting you like.
Oh, so from a marketing perspective, everybody's freaking out. From a memes perspective, everybody's going nuts. But right now, what I think, I had a conversation today actually with my brother, right? And we were joking and laughing about it and going on. And he said, you know what would make the most sense in the world? I'm like, what? He goes, Troy Duffy, Norman Reedus, and Sean Patrick Flannery should use this opportunity to launch Boondock Saints 3.
Ooh.
Right?
That would be clutch.
Perfect marketing opportunity.
If they do that, keep this episode in our files, bro. It was our fucking idea.
Perfect opportunity. Perfect. Because the first movie, remember, was supposed to get a wide release, and it got dropped due to a school shooting. So it got a limited release, but then it got a cult following. The cult following got so big, it's how the second movie was able to be released, right? And they've been joking about it now for almost a decade for this next one, right? So, and talking about the show, all these other things. But with what just happened, they literally just showed, in today's day and age, the Boondock Saints would be accepted as heroes. 20 years ago, everyone's like, oh, nobody would have let them happen. No one cares if they did that. Nothing would happen. They like looked at it like, oh my God, this is just a movie. This guy with UHC just proved if two guys with silencers started going after the bad guys, the real bad guys of the world, the ones that hurt people on a daily basis, the rest of the world are going to clap and cheer them on.
Yeah. Yeah, most definitely. That'd be clutch, dude. That'd be absolutely clutch if you've seen in like 2 weeks Boondock Saints 3 next summer.
I was literally tweeting at Troy. I tweeted at Troy and all of them today, like, you guys got to use this for a marketing opportunity. I mean, hell, I was told that you and I should start talking about it. It's CEO season. I mean, that should be our catch tag. It's CEO season at F'nAround in the morning.
Yeah. Yeah, and let's get some of you other CEOs on here.
I mean, and then the biggest meme I'm laughing about, I don't know if you saw it, is the only two, is the CEOs was Arizona Iced Tea and Costco CEOs, people pretending to be them, laughing about the fact, I don't know why every CEO is worried. It's such a great situation. No one's caring about what we do. With your hot dogs and your 99-cent drinks, everybody loves you guys.
Facts. The CEO of Arizona Iced Tea is a goat, though, dude.
Oh, yeah. Absolutely. I mean, they even have that one thing. If you go to a location and they're selling their stuff for more than 99 cents, report them.
Report them, yep.
Report them, because it's supposed to be not every can now says 99 cents, remember. They do have some different variations and stuff that are more than 99 cents. But if it says 99, they want it for 99. And sadly, still some places are like $1.09, $1.19. It's not much. It's not worth it to fight with someone over it. But he's very ethical in the fact that he wants it 99 cents. It's like, it's always been this way. I want to keep it that way. Gotta love the guy for that.
Yeah, I seen an interview with him not too long ago where he explained like why he does that. That's what it was built on, and he doesn't care. I mean, that's what it's about right there. Exactly.
And look at the Costco CEO. He literally threatened to kill his own executives if they change the price. Who's going to go after the guy who's like threatening his own executives if you raise their $1.50 hot dog in a pop?
Whoever had the monopoly money might.
Like, I don't know if he'd go after for $1.50 hot dog.
Our goof troop ass criminal justice system can't catch him, so that guy will never get caught.
I mean, they look the other way in the stuff that matters, and all of a sudden now they care because one of their own, somebody that pays their bills are coming at him. And honestly, he's probably not even paying the bills. He's doing enough deductions and write-offs that it looks like he's paying bills, and he's not actually even paying them. We know how those companies work.
Yeah, we definitely do. Yeah,
Oh,
we
exactly.
definitely do.
Don't worry, he'll be having a Diet Coke and a burger after January 6th.
Yeah. Yo, that's coming quick, man.
It really is.
I'm kind of curious how that's going. Excuse me, how that's going to go.
In what sense?
What do you mean? What?
In what sense do you think how that's going to go?
Well, how is the Switch gonna go with all the craziness going on right now? Right.
I mean, with everything that they're putting together and trying to pull off last minute, I don't know.
I mean everything, dude.
Yeah.
I mean how this is going to be a very interesting situation. I think
Yeah.
something interesting is coming. I'm kind of curious. I want to know, but there's just too much bullshit going on right before the Switch.
Yeah. Not to say any names, but I mean, I think someone's probably listening to the show now that can give you those answers, James. Just tell them to give you a call.
They ain't gonna do it. They're too scared. They're too scared. They ain't gonna do it. Listen, them people, everybody's scared of them, but you really got to worry when you get people that aren't scared of them because they really ain't on shit. The only way that they can win is by violating our rights in some way, shape, or form. So who gives a fuck? Let them come and fucking ask me a question. I want answers.
I know you do. That's why I was saying. Tell them to give you a call. Give us some answers.
Give me a call. I'm right here. You know what I'm saying?
We're not going. We're not going anywhere. We'll be here.
No,
we'll be here all the time,
and we're in here for the long haul. You know what I'm saying? We actually, I've gotten some pretty solid response over the weekend and feedback on this show, right? So, I know I say this a lot, but Joey knows how much I love showing appreciation to everybody, dude. You guys are great. You guys are fucking great. Whoever's tuning in, especially the person that I see is tuning in for 14 hours straight at a time. Thank you.
Just make sure you call us. We have some questions.
Yeah, make sure you call us. You know what I'm saying? We appreciate you, though. We appreciate you tuning in because obviously we're doing something right over here for you to have this running for 14 hours straight. And yes, we do know how to get them analytics.
Yeah.
So we know what we're doing over here. But on a serious note, dude, we've gotten some really good feedback. I've got some really good constructive criticism from some people, which I really always appreciate. I'd rather hear from the people that tell me what I got to change to do better, as much as I appreciate the people telling us how good we're doing, right? This is something new to us, right? So it's not something that we're just, that we're going to get overnight like that. So we appreciate all the constructive criticism. I fucking love it.
I could scream and yell all day, but it's got to have a little direction.
Yeah, it's definitely, and Joe, we're getting there, dude. We're doing very well. So, like I said, hats off, tip our hats to everybody that's tuning in and staying loyal and consistent, right? Numbers are doing great. Even as far as the music goes, man. Tommy's seeing some excellent numbers. Tommy had a 52% increase overnight in the UK.
Wow.
So obviously we have people tapping into the situation all over the world.
Oh yeah, absolutely. I mean, look what I was just talking about South Korea. I mean, we have countries and different continents everywhere tuning in for different stuff.
Yeah, definitely. Berlin's really big with the F'nArounds. Stunt's been worldwide since he started. We're just glad to see that. I think as of right now, Stunt's at, I believe, 4,000 plus new listeners monthly. That's new ones.
That was very nice.
New one. And I mean, the album just dropped.
Yeah, I mean it's going to keep going up. I mean, look at us. This is what our first full week. We're starting our second week today of doing this show. Do you want to take a guess at what we're at on Spotify?
600.
781.
Wow.
I mean, yes, there are 7 little things in that we're talking about, but for our first week, I'm okay with that.
Listen, I tip my hat to you, sir. Congratulations on that, buddy.
Well, you're sitting here with me, buddy.
No, of course. But like I told JoJo yesterday, this is a complete team effort, man. This is absolutely a complete team effort. This is not possible without one of us. If one of us wasn't here, like as far as the group of us, man, this doesn't go this way. This does not go this way. So it's a complete team effort, and I'm proud of our entire team.
Yeah, everyone's kicking it, everyone's moving it, everyone's grooving, everybody's holding their own and moving it forward.
Yeah, and hey, I have a question for you. What do you think? And you can be honest here, right? what do you think about the music so far? Because you don't have nothing to do with the music. You guys, I
No.
want to point out to you, Joey hasn't had anything to do with the music end of things in what, 4 months?
Yeah, somewhere right around there. I haven't touched it.
4 or 5 months. Joey, what's your opinion? So what do you think? And be honest, because these guys want to know.
So I think the music's getting better, and they're doing a great job with it. I think that the ones I do follow, I don't follow all of them because obviously I'm not in tune, so I don't know all the new artists and everyone's going. But I don't see that constant marketing that they need to push. So
Yeah,
and
that's
I
big.
yes, and I know it's not the marketing side because they're always up my ass too about how to market and what to market. So it's just a matter of they have to get consistent and constant. They got to get on brand and keep pushing it and pushing it. I mean, I've tested my own little algorithms of marketing just for this show, for example.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, I push on my stories on Instagram every day, and every day I tag the links for the podcast, right?
Mhm.
For the last 2 days, I didn't, just to see the difference, right? Just to see the difference in the searches. And I was able to see that the drop in those 2 days just by me not constantly, constantly pushing it. I was just to test myself. I wanted to see myself. I don't know if you watch my stories, but I do random stupid stories every day. The sunrise, the sunset.
Yeah, no, you post all types of stuff. Yeah.
Yeah. And then every day I tag the link and the F'nAround podcast, right? So I tag it every day. I didn't do it for the last 2 days because I wanted to see how it affected the numbers. And I literally was able to see a drop in our regular daily streaming based on the fact I wasn't doing it, because not everybody sees every post. Not everyone goes into it. So it's almost like a reminder to hit different people of your audience at different times of the day, because I'm not consistent when I post. I'm consistent that I do post, not in the time. So I fluctuated on a daily basis to hit different audiences.
Yeah,
but I was
smart.
Right. So it was just interesting to see. I was able to literally see a drop.
Man, that is very interesting. And you know what, Joe, after I filmed with JoJo yesterday, right? We met some people outside that are solid people. Shout out to Tango, Miss B's management, Frank Ocean and company, dude. You guys should be seeing a lot more of us with them. They've got a lot of good shit over there. Tango's got some solid he's got a liquor brand. So
very nice.
You know, even Miss B was telling us yesterday, she was like, listen, that's the problem. These artists just don't want to work no more. She's also a management of smaller independent artists, some pretty big ones too, actually.
Nice.
That she's behind, and she's really intelligent. And she was saying, like, listen, you guys aren't the only one dealing with it. You want to know what another big problem is, Joe? And
what?
You're gonna laugh at this. Beat paperwork. Beat paperwork, dude. And I thought that maybe we just, you know, we drew the short straw on that with, you know, being able to have that not be a problem, but we didn't. That's something that's pretty widespread, is that these artists are truly don't understand how important it is to have your paperwork in order and to be completely published and all that other shit. They're just dropping music.
Right.
So it made me feel kind of good to know that we're not the only ones that are dealing with this, even though I guess you could say that I was kind of naive to think that maybe we were. But, you know, it's a problem that is really starting to hit the industry and hit it even more, which is why you see the quality and the no marketing, and they're not putting out the right content and all this other shit.
Yeah, that's horrible. I mean, how many times have you said it to me and I go, I don't want to hear it anymore. I don't want to hear it. It's got to be our fault if it's beat paperwork. Like, how do they not have their beats owned? But to know it's an industry-wide thing, okay, that makes me feel a little better, because think about how upset I was getting. Like, James, you got to stop telling me this. Do we not check this in the beginning?
Yeah, and now even though we try to make sure we're on top of it, the one thing that you can never get these artists to stop doing is stop recording music on YouTube Beats and BeatStar Beats and all this other shit. But if you're going to go and record a song on a beat that you got from YouTube, right, I would think that buying that beat in the gate is probably the smartest idea. But what they do is they go and they put the music to the beat before they get the paperwork. And then when they're ready to release the song, somebody else got the beat, or they can't find the producer, or they don't have the money for the beat. Why didn't we think about this when we were going to record the song, though? That's the question. Why didn't we do that?
No idea. No, none whatsoever.
Yeah, that's why I bet you're glad you don't got nothing to do with it.
Well, definitely. But then again, remember, I was always the wizard in the background. I loved being the wizard. I said it to you in the beginning. I'm okay to do this. I'll help out in the back end. I got to be the wizard. But I also said I got to learn every part of the process, and I did. But when it took when it was the time for me to pick up the mic and get in the spotlight, as much as I fought it and was hesitant about it, what did I do in the end? Picked up the mic. Yeah, I did what I had to do. Yeah. Look at us now. Like 2 months later, we're still expanding and going. We're screaming and yelling.
Yeah. Yeah, so for all you younger artists out there that are just starting off, right? Point being to that is make sure your paperwork's in order. You shouldn't even be trying to create music until you're completely published to the point where you can get paid overseas, because Joey, tell him that's something separate, ain't it?
Yeah, it is. Whole different separate process.
Whole separate process. So,
whole different thing.
You know, and we do offer those type of services here too. So we do have somebody that'll sit down with you and help you get all that mapped up. Right. So if you have any questions, feel free to reach out and we'll put you in tune with the team that helps you do that. But remember, you shouldn't be releasing music until you got everything in order. The beat paperwork's all lined up. Until then, dude, you're doing it for a hobby. You ain't fucking doing it for money.
And if there's nothing wrong with doing it for a hobby. If you want to be a hobby, do a hobby. Enjoy your craft, enjoy your art. It's kind of like an artist who just does stuff. I mean, you want to be a Banksy of music and just drop music for the sole purpose of dropping music, feel free to do that. But if you want to make a life out of it and you want to make some money out of it and like put your heart and soul into it, before you drop that, but when you're first making that song, make sure that beat belongs to you. And I'm telling you, like, because then you're going to get somebody like James, wherever you're at, calling someone like me who's going to be like, man, if they keep doing this, just drop them. Like, you can't have headaches like this.
Yeah, and it's not saying like you want to drop your artists, right? It's just, when are you going to learn? It's not a lesson. It's not a lesson unless you learn from it. It's a fuck up until that point, right? So if you keep doing the same problem over and over and you're not fucking learning anything, I'm sorry, it's a fuck up. And
it's the definition of insanity.
Yeah, that's literally the fucking definition. Doing something, doing the same thing over and over and expecting the same and expecting different results. Yeah, I mean, come on, dude. So it's not throwing no shots at anybody or nothing like that. It's a widespread problem. Yeah, it's literally a widespread problem, and that's what Timbaland said it the best. You guys, as producers, have devalued yourself so much to the point where your best option is uploading beats on YouTube. Timbaland used to get $200 to $500K a beat. Guess how much an exclusive lease costs usually right now?
$200.
80.
Jesus.
80 fucking dollars. And I just had somebody offer us 4 beats for 160. So 4 really good beats. Really good beats.
With paperwork? With paperwork?
Yeah, with paperwork. With paperwork, right? But it's not saying that it's not a good deal, dude. That's awesome, and I appreciate the fuck out of it. But when you have people that are doing this widespread in the industry, right? Artists not paying attention to their paperwork, devaluing yourself because you're not making no fucking money. You have producers that are uploading beats like fucking clockwork in the fucking BeatStars and YouTube, $80 fucking a beat. Where's the value? How much do you guys value yourself? Because I'm telling you right now, to talk to me about this shit, like to get on the phone and get in tune with my people, I'm going to put a big value on myself. Fuck that. Fuck that. Why would I devalue myself? Why would I devalue myself or our company?
I agree.
Which is what you see widespread. And me and JoJo at Say Word Podcast, dude, I can't wait for that to come out, man. We had such a good conversation, dude. It was really laid back. Dude's a genius with the podcast stuff, man. I love the way he ran his stuff. I learned a lot from him. His questions were solid. Studio was gorgeous. You know, it was a really nice situation down here in Atlanta, and he throws a really solid showcase afterwards too.
When does it drop?
I haven't asked him, to be honest.
I was going to get you to plug it, but I guess I should have asked in advance.
And you know, I'm trying. It was my first major podcast, obviously, right? So my first major podcast, I kind of want to see how this goes and just let it go. I'm not really going to do no extra shit with it. I'm kind of trying to see how it'll kind of let me gauge how well I did, right? Because his platform's got over, 30,000 plus views on all of his YouTubes, right?
Wow.
He's fucking killing it. He's had some really solid interviews. So I want to see just how good our interview does on his platform. And then I definitely plan on going there again, dude. I definitely plan on being there again and chopping it up with Buddy. He's a really solid dude. So shout out to JoJo, dude. Say Word Podcast. If you guys are looking, if you have any smaller artists or anybody knows any smaller artists trying to get some good rotation in Atlanta, definitely check out Say Word Podcast. He's got a really nice situation. He's in tune with a lot of good people, because you get these people, right, that say that like they do these showcases and there's going to be these people here. When you go to his showcases, you've got A&Rs, you've got marketing people from labels, there's people there that can further your career as an artist. So if you're in the South, even if you're not in the South, dude, if you're trying to tap into the market in the South, you got to go to JoJo, dude. Say Word Podcast. Let him know that JJ from 312 All sent you, and he's gonna look out for you.
So who was at the showcase, like artist wise?
So you had Tango Bango, right, who is also an artist, and he also has a liquor company. So I don't wanna say the wrong things. I'm not familiar with the liquor space, right? I just know that he's got a lot of stuff, and he is hustling like a son of a bitch. This man bounces between Alabama, the Carolinas, Georgia, and then anywhere surrounding to push his liquor company. And he's also an artist. And then you had another guy by Frank Ocean that was there who, man, this guy's just waiting to start releasing stuff. He's just waiting to start releasing stuff. And then there was another one of their buddies that was, and these are all people under Miss B's management, right? If you guys go check her out, she's on the 312 All page, Miss B's management. She's super solid individual. She's the one that actually throws the showcases. So JoJo's the podcast. I believe she's the one that handles the showcases, if I heard correctly, right? And they're all good people, dude. She's another person just like us that's grinding for these artists, and they're traveling the surrounding areas, pushing everything that they possibly can. So just be on the lookout to see a lot more of us and them. I even talked to them about I don't know if you want me to say it on air about the brewery stuff.
Yeah, no, we can leave it off. Just do little teases like that.
Yeah. So I even mentioned what you guys have been exploring in your space, right? And he said it's one hell of an idea. He was like, dude, it's some of the best things that he got into was this liquor stuff because he's able to tap into these events. So he was the liquor company that sponsored the podcast and the showcases.
Yep.
So when you have these things and these things are around you, it's really easy to move that way. So I'll be getting him in tune with Stunt real soon.
Nice.
Definitely be getting you guys in tune. But yeah, it was great meeting some people and getting to lock in with JoJo. I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm really glad that worked out the way that it did. So everybody, stay tuned for Say Word Podcast episode with me, yours truly, the greatest white boy in the game. Then I got another thing I want to talk about. So what I need also everybody to do is my boy Mr. Big Ol got this project coming out. We're not going to put on the air just yet what the project is, but we're dropping hints all through Instagram. If you guys run them stories up, run them up, he's going to release what the project is. He'll tell you guys. So everybody go on Instagram and run up Mr. Big Ol, right? And when you do it, tell him JJ sent you. That's my boy, and I be fucking with him. So let him know JJ sent you.
Oh, very nice. Very nice.
I know you've been busy this weekend, and I've been busy this weekend.
We're always busy.
Able to tell you, so a lot of this is obviously news to Joey too, because I haven't even got to catch up to what Joey's got going on this weekend.
And then that's kind of why we do it on the show, though, too, because we think it's a better flow and nicer for you guys than just to talk naturally. So just so you know, before this show started, James and I would probably get on the phone every morning and do anywhere from a half hour to an hour long just conversation debriefing, then a couple other times during the day. So when we were talking about the F'nAround thing going to a morning show, it was like, James, you and I rant and rave, and we talk every morning. Why don't we just do our debriefs on the air? And that's kind of like with the growth
Yeah,
of this.
and it's been flowing a lot nicer too. So so we've been trying to do that a little bit more, even though it's kind of hard to stay out of each other's business because everything that we do fucking involves each other pretty fucking much. But
Exactly, but it's nice. So if this seems too formal to you guys or informal to you guys, or more like a conversation, it's us debriefing each other too. So bear with us as we find a groove. We're trying to find how it goes, but at the same time, we're trying not to do our morning calls just to get on this and have you guys be part of it while we touch base on the industry.
And I personally believe that it's flowing a lot better too. So I think that the debriefing on here, it kind of gives a little bit more what's that, organic look to it, right?
Yeah.
Because you don't know everything that we have going on as far as like daily. You know what I'm saying?
But I will say too, because I've been trying to work out my background and do a little setup look. If you're watching the video, if you like the picture way above me or to the picture over here to my side, I'm a big fan of Laura Zombie. She's an amazing artist. And you can feel free to look her up and look up her stuff too, as long as we're talking about people we like. She's an amazing artist. Look her up. Been following her for years. She's massive talent. And I'm not going to post someone's art, even though it's paid for, without letting them showing the props.
Oh, yeah, you always give flowers.
Got to give flowers. Got to give flowers.
Got to, at all times. At all times.
The one right below Laura Zombie, I don't know who that is, but it was off a electric pole in Nashville, and I just had to have it.
Had to rip that bitch down.
Had to rip that bitch down.
Yeah, had to rip it down.
So if you know who this artist is, let me know. Shout him out. Have him reach out to James and I. We'll bring him on the show. We'll talk to him, and we'll happily get some more, because that really stuck out to me.
Yeah. No, that's some solid. I like the cat for sure, dude. No. The cat's fucking raw.
I thought so too.
It's fucking raw. So tell us a little bit about what I know you guys got some ideas. Don't give away too much, but tell us a little bit about what you guys plan on doing and what it's been like for you up until this point, right?
So it's kind of been interesting. I mean, for what we've been doing. I mean, the interviews we've been booked out, so we're already done through all of December for interviews. We're already working on January. Kind of a lot of stuff in cannabis. But due to the attention that's been coming, we've had multiple other industries and people reach out, everything from artists, from athletes to politicians. So we're starting to kind of spread out and see where it's going. But it's been interesting to the point where it went from people saying it's not going to work to now the same people who in the beginning 2 months ago said this is not going to work are now actually reaching out to us, trying to give us people to talk to. So you see that shift that we've been going. You're probably well aware, as it was with music. It went from, this is never going to work, to now people want to introduce people. And that's where we're starting to finally see that shift, where it's people are reaching out to Mike, people are reaching out to Mo, people are reaching out to me, everyone who's part of the fucking F'nAround family, which is part of 312 All. Like, everybody's getting reached out to of how to get in tune and grow, because it went from 3 guys on a mic are going to fucking, like, you guys are going to burn out real quick and no one's going to listen to, hey, like, we love it, or this episode's a little slow, or when are you going to get a little more action, and we're still trying to figure out our groove and how to do it. But at the same time, it's having this ability, which is really nice. And these people trying to say, hey, we want it. We want you to succeed now. You've done better than we thought you were going to do. The fact that you've gone this far and you're still going and growing is surprising.
Well, that speaks to that consistency thing that you mentioned earlier with the marketing, right?
Yeah, so exactly.
People want to see that you really want to do this, and it's not just for some quick clicks or something like that, because that's what a lot of people do. And when you start to get that consistency to it is when you really start to see where you're going with it. And now you're starting to see consistency all around the board. Yeah. So you're starting to see more and more people tap in and want to stay tapped in.
Yeah, and I mean, the amount of people that have been reaching out ever since this UHC thing, United Healthcare, is kind of funny, because a lot of people in our group are seeing the fact that, hey, is this you guys taking it to another level as a joke? Like, is this where you guys planning on going? And it's not where we're planning on going, but with a microphone, maybe.
Yeah. We definitely, but we'll see, Joe, a lot of people are going to think that, but we don't have a problem.
No.
Talking about these type of issues. A lot of people are worried that they get canceled, or, people aren't going to like me. I mean, that's not a worry that none of us have had in our personal lives. I mean, I can tell you right now, I don't give a fuck if you like me or not, anybody. Right. So if you don't fucking like me, or you think I'm ugly or any of that goofy ass shit, I don't give a fuck. But that's the way that we're all coming on our end of the spectrum, though. Freddie, another person, doesn't give a fuck what people think, gonna say his mind and speaks his mind. And that goes even to me, right? He will tell me to go fuck myself, I'm wrong.
Right.
But then right after, he'll call me up and be like, JJ, listen, you got to think about it this way, right? This is the way you got to look at it. So, a lot of people are scared to dive into that go fuck yourself space. You get what I'm saying? Because there's no turning back for one, and there's no more gray area. It's black and white, what you're talking about and doing.
Right. Did you ever get into 30 Rock? Did you ever watch 30 Rock?
No, I did not.
Great show. But there was like a whole little arc in there where she was getting involved like sports and NFL, where they got into this point where they were realizing they made more money creating teams and franchises that were hated, with players hated, than they were if they were succeeding, because people were buying their jerseys just to burn them.
No shit.
Yeah. So they realized they made more money doing these like crazy messed up things, and people burned their jerseys than it was. I think it was 30 Rock. If I'm wrong, I'm sorry, correct me. But where people, they were making it worse and worse in order to get people to just buy their merch and burn it, because they were making more money with people destroying their stuff than they were making when people actually supported their team.
Yeah. Too bad that didn't work out that way for Colin Kaepernick, huh? That guy can't get a high school coaching job.
Oh, man.
Hey, just wait till you hear my joke I made on fucking LeBron James on the podcast.
Oh, I can't wait to hear it.
Hey, dude, hey, JoJo, even though you're a LeBron fan, my boy, you know I fuck with you, my boy, but that shit's crazy. That motherfucker. Hey, LeBron ain't shit.
Oh, that's funny.
Yeah, but no,
I'm excited to see that.
Like I said, dude, it's it goes back to that consistency thing, dude. And one thing I could tell you right now is, Joe, you're super fucking consistent with everything. So,
and if you ever watch me though, and I'm not consistent, it means I'm testing. And that's the one thing is James will tell you, everything I do is a test. It's an analytical test. It's a data test. Everything I do, everything I say, everything I post, every maneuver I make, there's a reason behind it. That's like playing a game. And you can ask him. I'm a hard ass person to work with, but it's like playing. I think everything's like playing a game of chess. So I always want to test that data and analytics.
Yeah, for sure. Hey, one thing I want to ask you about. I don't know how much you dived in this space, but it just popped up on my phone. XRP.
I haven't really dived into it much, but I've been seeing it blow up all over Twitter.
Right? What's going on?
No, everything's been blowing up with everything lately. It seems like the whole market's going up. Everything's having some changes. I mean, they're praying for a good thing, but it's also up and down. I mean, look at Bitcoin. It's gone over 100.
Anybody in that space that we could get on here one day to talk about crypto?
Yeah, probably. I do. I have a bunch of people who reached out to me to talk about it. I know some people who have holdings in it. I could probably reach out and have someone from my old network. You know, the one guy you're talking to in Cali? Mm-hmm. He probably's got some people in it. Too.
Oh,
yeah. That got our mutual friend out in Cali. So you notice how we use codes, people, until we get someone's approval to actually drop their name. We're not going to really drop their name unless we're talking about you and what you
do that, everybody. And if we do, we apologize. We really don't mean to.
Yeah, we don't mean to drop your information unless you're a CEO. But we're not going to dox you. You do that yourself.
Yeah, right. And they do that themselves, anyways, right? But yeah, I've just been seeing a lot of shit going on with crypto.
Not only that, some ETFs, some funds too. Like, have you seen MSOS been popping up a lot too? Mm-hmm. MSOS has been going all over Twitter as well because it's a cannabis thing. It was going crazy a little bit right around the descheduling, and now it's going down a little. But with Verano doing that, I'm guessing we're going to see some moves in the market pretty soon. I mean, isn't
Verano a publicly traded company, Joe?
Not only is it publicly traded, it's one of the largest.
So if you guys know anything about stocks and you know options, go buy puts because they just closed the location. That motherfucker's going down.
From a legal point of view, he is not saying that's going to make money or guarantee that's going to make money. It's just his personal opinion.
Oh, well, yeah.
That's not inside information either. That was shared on LinkedIn via a reporter. Just so we're both clear. So there's no insider trading or insider information with that information. That post was shared by a reporter on LinkedIn, and that's what he shared with me. So it is public information for anybody.
And sorry, I don't know why my camera might be looking like it's trying to focus, but I do not know what happened.
Oh, it's all right. It'll get back to focus eventually. But yeah, no, I mean, it's crazy. Look at Bitcoin's been going up and down. Everything's been moving. The whole market's been trying to see what's going to happen. I think we're going to see a lot of movement back and forth till January. I think we're going to see a little upheaval and maybe keep going up for a little bit, in my opinion. And then I think cannabis, once it gets closer to scheduling, is going to start going up again. And depending on how those go, they'll probably either go down or up. But with with the moves that we're seeing, I mean, we see executives moving around. We see people hiring the replacements. We see like people being moved around by pawns, assets being acquired, lawsuits left and right. We're seeing a lot of turmoil in that industry, and we should probably see a lot more occurring as these moves occur. So we're seeing a massive consolidation go on.
What do you think cannabis is going to do when they start accepting cryptocurrency as a currency, huh?
So that's actually funny you brought that up. So years ago, they tried to do that as an alternative to bypassing the federal rules and regulations for not able to accept credit cards and debit cards. They're putting together crypto wallets to do it. The only problem with that is, remember, changing consumer habits. So it's really hard to convince a consumer to download, open, and set a wallet and just take that wallet. Yeah. It's easier for someone to come in with a $20 bill and buy it than it is to get somebody to download a wallet. I mean, people were giving away free this and free that and point system.
These wallets are not easy to operate. It's crazy you said that too. I've been going back and forth with Exodus. I've been using Exodus since it opened up for my crypto, right? It's probably one of the safest wallets I've ever used. But you can't, to operate these motherfuckers is too hard. All the verification that you need to go through just to be able to move your assets.
And then sometimes the banks get on it. And then once the banks get on it, they shut off the access to bring money into that. Kind of like online gambling. Like I'm in Illinois where online gambling is legal. But like if I hook my Chase account to, even Caesars, Chase won't let me send the money over sometimes. It's like, no, we're not online gambling. And I know we're coming to the end right now. But there is one last thing that you and I got to laugh about before we go. Did you see the Hawk Tua girl? Did you see what she did?
What did she do?
She created a meme coin of herself, her own crypto coin, launched it. I guess it went supposedly, I'm just reading based off what I seen on Twitter. It went up to almost 500 million. She dumped all the stock and bottomed everybody out.
What a bitch. There's something illegal about that.
100% illegal. 100% illegal. They're going to be so far up, her ass is not going to be hot.
Lock her up. Lock her up.
But she created a meme coin, got a massive amount of it to do this meme coin with this group or whatever, however it worked out, pushed it nonstop to all of her followers, sent it to the fucking moon, and then dropped it when it hit the moon the same day it went live.
Yo, and now knowing what I know about the business, right, I could see this now. This goofy bitch probably fell for some stupid manager's idea, right? Some manager probably reached out to her like, hey, listen, we could do this. Let's do this. And then she's like, oh, yeah, I got this Hawk Tua, right? We gonna do it. And then, bam. Now, look, now you go into jail, girl.
You better pray to God that whoever's your cellmate is going to Hawk Tua before they...
Hey, wait, this is the perfect time. Yo, reach out to Vadim. Yo, Vadim Glozman gotcha.
Glozman's got you, Hawk Tua. Go reach out to him.
Gotta get her in tune. Reach out to Vadim Glozman at Glozman Law. My boy will keep you safe.
And you won't have to Hawk Tua the guards to stay safe.
Yeah, and he don't want no Hawk Tua either. His wife is amazing, and he's got a beautiful family, so stay the fuck away from him on that, but he will keep you safe.
Baby, you're going to need it with what you just did.
Hey, listen, hey, at least we know if she goes to jail, she knows what she's doing.
Exactly. She knows exactly what she's doing. It's gonna be easy for her.
Hey, she's gone, man. You're cooked.
Yeah,
you're cooked, you Ponzi scheming whore.
There's a reason why when you do an IPO or something, there's restrictions on when you can sell the stock, how long you can hold the stock, and what you can do. And there's a reason why so many other people with these meme coins are having issues. If you falsely inflate it or brand it up for investors, and then you drop it as soon as it gets high and basically bottom the market out, it means it looks like it was a setup. And
what do you mean? It doesn't mean it looks like it was. It means it was a fucking
what
setup.
I'm saying is, whether it was her manager, whoever did it, you kind of got fucked over in this. And or you jumped the gun, or you did it too soon, or you got a little too antsy, or whoever gave you this advice gave you some bad fucking advice. So yeah, we're not saying anything bad about you, but this is how it looks, and this is how in our opinion, you're looking to the rest of the world.
Oh, I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm saying something bad to you. You're a fucking idiot. You're a fucking idiot.
I'm trying to walk back what you're saying for legality purposes, and you're just like, I'm doubling down, baby.
Nah. Listen, I'm sorry. I call out stupidity. That's fucking stupid. You listen, that girl literally built a career off of 2 words.
Oh, I know. Oh, by the way, just so you know, I heard New Era is hiring a new director of financial operations. Hey, Hawk Tua, you might need a new job. I heard you're good with
Hey, and they'll
finances.
take them. Hey, they'll let you hawk to your way to the top.
But with that being said, thank you for joining us Monday. This is Joe at F'nAround in the morning.
Hey, I'm JJ, everybody. Thanks for tuning in. See you tomorrow.
Thank you for F'nAround with us in the morning.
See you tomorrow morning.
All right, see you tomorrow morning.
Effing around, start the day. Lesson range, we got something to say. Feel the beat, the energy rise. It's morning mayhem, no surprise. We're effing around, sun's up, it's true. Morning vibes just for you.
Sounds good.